Technically, the start of BodyFields was in the spring of 2010, though we had been pre-bodyfielding much before that. Nikki and I decided to officially decide that we existed, and we chose a name. I remember standing in the hallway at our old house looking at you under your lofted bed that you always banged your head on, and you were like, that's called BodyFields, and I was like, yeah, let's do it. That piece was the first January. It was the first piece that really kind of started to get, like, you know, as a collective, our sense of like creative, like how do we do this as a group, as opposed to like one, because leading up to that it was like I was choreographing or Nikki was choreographing or Shayla was choreographing. So like somebody was kind of the head, and that was the first piece where like there were some parts where like it was somebody's main idea, but really like we were starting to like really meld all of our minds together and get a creative process, and also really try to like fuse music with dance as opposed to them being two separate entities.
We fought all the time.
Oh, we fought all the time.
It was so hard.
It's not like bad fights,
it was
but
just like
we should do this, we should do this.
Yeah.
I mean, I gave up after that.
Yeah,
me
Like,
too.
I quit
Jonathan
for a while.
was gone for a while.
It was hard.
Yeah, Jonathan actually just left for a while.
Like the moment we had the other day in rehearsal when everybody was just like, yeah, Megan, like do it, and we all agreed, was a huge moment. Like looking back to like January and how challenging of a choreographic process that was, because we still were trying to feel it out.
And we were so grumpy and so cold.
I just remember feeling like my soul was being like rended apart all the time.
Yeah.
It was last year.
Jonathan was out for that on us. Megan still wasn't here. Pat was out.
But I helped.
We had Andy.
Andy was here.
We got us pizza.
Pat, Pat.
No, I got you pizza. That was my contribution. God damn. My only contribution to that show was the pizza.
I remember now.
It was good pizza.
I handed out beer.
He was the tech
Yeah, beer guy.
Yeah.
Well, it was the first show we did totally by ourselves, which I feel is a really good statement. Like, no, we didn't do it with any other company or with anyone. It was like BodyFields. It's all it was.
Somebody else said to me, I was talking about this one, and they were just like, I don't know, every time I see their work, I'm like, either that's really like weird and I don't just like weird, or it's genius. Like I just can't decide.
They're not mutually exclusive.
It always puts me kind of on that same note. Whenever I see something that you guys do, when I'm not involved in it, and I just see the finished products, it like puts me in a very strange state of mind. Like in a very like middle ground, don't know what I feel about the world right now.
You seem to be alone.
Yeah, it's definitely makes me want to like go and be alone.
I think that's kind of what we go for.
It's pretty awesome.
Just looking at that in comparison to what our process has been for the past couple months, we haven't even had the urge to do that at all. Like we've just all been working on everything together.
Well, there's one thing that comes before our current process though, which is the bird piece.
We're done.
Wow.
So it was
a crazy
So yeah, we had to go from like, we were just playing and playing and playing, and then suddenly everyone dropped out, and then suddenly we had to make a piece. And so it was just the 4 of us. And out of that came this strange beast.
and we were using
It's really weird.
musically we were using 2 new instruments.
I don't think anything's weird, and I think that thing. Exactly.
It was really weird.
It was like almost perverse or something.
Yeah, but like not in a perverse way.
Not in a way.
It was like artistically perverse. It was like we were holding hands with art when we shouldn't.
Like art's your sister.
Yeah. Like art's our second cousin, but like we have a real connection.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Actually. I think that's like right around where it was.
Yeah, that's exactly where it was.
It was
somehow it's still all together.
It was
yeah.
fun.
I mean, I think that the fact that we managed to make that piece work in that environment, and honestly, like I just remember looking out at the audience. I was just like, we need to be like totally honest here. We need to just connect. We need to just be exactly who we are and just embrace the piece. And I remember just like looking at the audience, just like directly as people, both before and after. And I just like there was a lot of people that were just kind of beaming at us. Like, I don't know exactly what it was. Like, I think partially it's Megan joining, partially maybe the new rehearsal space. But just suddenly, like, it's so easy.
We
Things
keep
are
have to focus
seriously
on it.
clicking. It's also I've noticed I've only been to a few rehearsals for this process, but something that I've noticed is a big difference is the focus. And it's not even like a focus like we have a goal and we're working towards that goal. It's a focus of when one person has an idea, everyone contributes to it. Everyone jumps on it, and even if they don't contribute, they're thinking about it.
Like, rather than trying to fill the space all the time, like this idea of like create and fill this space, it's more of like an idea of like drawing back and just like sitting patiently and like watching to see what grows. And just like focusing on like, being present and creating space. And just, I feel like that's something that we've just kind of all fallen into doing. And it's just like this beautiful thing to kind of all sit there together and just watch these things grow in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I think I really like learned to not take us for granted in like a really big way, because like I was saying before, like we are spoiled to have this like collective, and it's really hard to find a group of people that believes in what you believe in and is willing to do it in the same way that you want to do it. And I just feel like it only gets better. And I'm like so excited about where we are right now.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. We really are.
I feel like we're at a point where internally there's nothing that can get in our way. And it's just a matter of like defeating the externalities, which is like why we're doing this. It's like, I feel like we're functioning as a body. Like we're at this point where we're just a unit.
One brain, one body.
All it is like we just need
BodyFields.
And it's just like, I feel like all we need to grow at this point is like dirt, water, and rain.
Yeah.
And sun.
Dirt.
I doubled the water. Dirt,
Double water.
Water and rain.
sun.
Dirt, double water, sun.
Dirt.
Water.
And more dirt.
And
Some mud maybe?
manure.
Which is probably like
Yeah, mud.
time,
I love mud.
time, space, and money in the external world.
Do you want to talk a little bit more about specifics of the piece?
Of the new stuff.
The new stuff.
Well, we're doing it with Sunstep.
Yeah.
Sunstep.
That's a specific.
Yeah.
Sunstep.
Tell us
Which
about
we're
that.
excited
Part
about.
of Sunset.
A big reason as to why I wasn't really involved recently is because of my band Sunstep. I've been really pursuing that kind of with everything that I have.
So, we could really use your support and love and money. Like, we just could really use it.
We also accept credit cards.
Do you have a PayPal account or what?
You can bring us food or something.
Yeah.
You can bring us food.
Donation.
High fives.
Yeah, I mean,
Even just like a thumbs up, like you guys are doing something awesome. Would be
Yeah.
great.
that helps. Yeah.
Because we've
Yeah.
just poured so much into this project,
And all
and
of
it's just like part of our life now that like there isn't really any going back, but we have to make sure that it's met with as much excitement as we put into it.
And thank you for all the support that you've given us so far.
Thanks for listening and watching our
Taking
first
the
video
time.
podcast.
Oh, crazy.